Well, here we come back to a very interesting day. I'm glad we're back together again. Now, let me ask you this question. Since from the first time we ever talked to now, what's changed?
I have knowledge that if to not be average, I can make. If I don't want to be average, I can make money. But I'm working on getting the wisdom of finding out how to. But so I now have the knowledge to not be average.
Okay, so let's look at it this way as we're talking today. Think about winter's coming, okay? Now, when I use the word winter's coming, I want you to think of in this regards. Today, they finally gave out the numbers, which we already knew at the beginning of the month, that the United States had 2 consecutive quarters of low GDP growth. So, which means it's official. Now you're going to hear the spin on words that, okay, we basically right now in a recession, but we're not calling it that. The actual, you in a recession. We're in a recession. The United States in a recession, okay? So winter's coming for the United States, but winter's not coming for you. Because what is winter? Winter is a time in your life where you actually haven't been planning for when the employer or if your goals have bigger ambitions than the time. Because remember, how many hours do you work a week normally?
40.
So 40. So 80 hours every 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
So you're looking at 100. You get paid every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes you get paid 3 times a month, sometimes 2. Okay, 26 times a year, right? Cool. So we're looking at out of that 160 hours that you give in time in exchange for this amount of money. Or, okay, now we've been meeting now for this is our 3rd time getting together. Have you been able to see, without giving up that much time, half your income?
Yes.
Okay. So if a person choose to sell time in that regard, so much time, and you can get half your income in just sitting down with a person. Now, you're like, well, how am I making half my income and just sitting down 3 times? When it really comes down to it, remember, every teacher in a classroom has already been there. So they find better ways to articulate subject matters, and they lead you. One of the uncomfortable things about adults is that as we mature, we really don't want to be led anymore, which means any feeling that makes us feel anxious, we want to avoid. So like, nope, I'm not going to, because the feeling of anxiety and anxiousness means I look stupid. In reality, you should be like, I'm back in school because I'm back doing something that even if I don't know, I'm getting an A. See? And the goal is, all right, certain things are right in my presence, but we need to now focus on what the goals are, because it's fun to do things without goals, but it's even more powerful if you add that ingredient to it, because it allows for us to really have the magnification of what positions are. So let's talk about goals.